Good morning. Hi guys, my name is Anthony and welcome to Dream Drive, where I will be sharing my passion for cars, for my dream cars with you. So today you find me in 2020 Mercedes-AMG CLA45 S Shootingbrake, which is a very strange and long name for this little beauty. What I want to share with you is 5 points I love about this car and 5 points I'm not so sure about, and I want to do it from the perspective of a user. I get a chance to spend some time during the year with exactly the same car, and I also use the Shootingbrake as my daily for almost a year. So I hope this could be very informative for some of you seeking this kind of information, and something more than just the normal test or the review, so with some of the background. Let's go. Let's start it with the gearbox. I mean, this is the first point I don't like about this car. Don't get me wrong, this is absolutely piece of engineering. We have 421 horsepower through all four wheels, and the gearbox has to do really huge job. And as long as you push the car or drive really hard, it does. It absolutely does. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's indestructible. I saw very different cars treated like complete trashing on the track in the drift mode and all the stuff, and the gearbox is still alive. Nothing happens. No squeaking, no noises and anything. Yeah, so on the performance side it's perfect. However, on a daily basis, and this car is normal road car, you do not push so much every time. What I find problematic with the gearbox is the maneuvers and the moment when you're just starting your car from the stand. I mean, there is very lag to be feel. I mean, there is the moment when the gearbox has to just adjust the clutch, and the moment when the car starts, and it cuts the power. So unless you're trying the race start in the race mode, the car is very laggy, even if you hit the throttle very hard. And every maneuvering, parking somewhere, or just starting from the lights, from the traffic lights, it's just kind of problematic, and you can feel that this is not the perfect spot. The other problem is in manual mode. If you just miss the perfect moment to shift, and you just miss it a bit, the gearbox just will hit the limiter. You will have to wait, and then you can change the gear again, which is quite annoying, because whenever you try to drive faster or more dynamic and try to have control with the manual mode, these tiny little moments can destroy all the experience. So even if you're on the track, even if you are driving fast, it's better still to leave it in automatic, because it does a great job in the automatic. However, in manual you can have the problems you will not expect in such a car. The second con or point I don't like about this car is the seat position, and this is especially to this specification of the car, because this CLA is equipped with the fully electric seats with the memory, and this seat is a bit higher than the normal manual. As long as you are not changing the drivers all the way, the manual seat will just adjust for yourself, and you can sit just way lower, just because they're lacking of the mechanism that automatically electric moves your seat front, rear and up and down. So the customer advice I can give you, if you are not changing the drivers non-stop and you just can live with one position of the seat, the manual seats I think will be a better choice, because you just can have the better position to sit. The third point I don't like about this car is the sound. I mean, this is the AMG, it should be violent in a way it sounds. Yeah, it should destroy your ears, it should be shouty, it should be vulgar, it should be mean to the other people. I mean, it's everything it should be. Yeah, and the AMG used to be like that, however not anymore. The car itself is quite soft in terms of sound. It's not silent, but it's not anything you would expect it. And the other problem is that there is sound generated by the speakers, and the idea of it isn't bad, I think, at all, because you can suspect it in the other manufacturers as well. However, if you are driving quite slow and steady like we are right now, and you put it in the performance mode on the exhaust note, you will start to hear some strange noises, like the car trying to be louder than it should be, not even when you are accelerating. So it's very artificial, and you can feel it's artificial. It's maybe when you don't have where to compare it, it's okay. But if you even have the chance to drive the previous generation of AMGs, when they were so loud that you can feel the sound of it through your body, it's completely a different game. And I think in this kind of a car, this shouty little AMG, it's just not so cool. The fourth point I have is the drift mode. I mean, why on earth would you need a drift mode in the Shootingbrake CLA, which supposedly is a family car? And the difference between the CLA and the A45 S in dynamic is quite significant. So unless it's really, really, really sleepy, or you are really pushing, which is, I think, way too fast for the public road, then the drift mode works. However, in the CLA, what I found driving them on the track, it still prefers to understeer. Even if you throw it like hell, it still will understeer. In complete opposite to the A45S, which will be crazy stuff in drift mode. But in CLA, I mean, it's the marketing point. Okay, I get it, but I rarely see any people use it. I even tried to engage it a few times because we have winter right now. It's quite sleepy. There is no snow, there is only rain, and with the sensible speed and pace around the road, there is no way to put this car into the drift, because it's still four-wheel drive. You will still have to push it and be really brutal with it to initiate the oversteer, and I just think it's complete waste of time, and it's very unsafe. And even if you get yourself to do it, it's still not so much fun, because it's more fighting with the car than actually getting the fun out of it. The last fifth point I don't like is very personal. I mean, it's really my point of view. I think the idea of having 45S in the Shootingbrake body is just wrong. I mean, it's just pointless. I was with the family on the weekend trip in the 45S Shootingbrake, and it was perfect for the kids. We have kids on the back, we have full trunk of caddy, of stuff, of our baggages, everything. Yeah, it looks nice and everything. However, after the trip we done, we go to the southern Poland, to the mountains and twisty roads, and we use it on the highway. So it was really full spectrum of usage. My conclusion was that it will be no different in terms of performance, speed, and fun for me if we will be driving the 35 version, so the slowest and the not so powerful one. Because when you're driving with the family, you really don't need all the power you have. You don't need brutality and everything. So I just think that Shootingbrake in 45S form is a bit pointless. However, now we can move or transition, make a very smooth transition to the points I like about the car, and the Shootingbrake Form is the very first one. I mean, I love the CLA in the Shootingbrake. To me, it looks way better than the Cube version, and you get all the usability, the accessibility. So besides the styling, which I like, you get all the functions you will need from the car, and as I told you, I use it as a daily for a year and as a family car, and we're really happy with the Shootingbrake Form. It wasn't the 45 AMG, however, but the styling is perfect for me, and I find it quite funny and good. This contrast you have, so you have this quite family or usable body as a combi or wagon or Shootingbrake, and a huge performance on the sports car, which we'll never use, but still this contrast make it fun and make it look cool in my eyes. The second point I love about this car is definitely the drivetrain, the chassis, the whole package. I mean, it's put so well together. If you're driving the car normally, like we are now, it's okay. Yeah, it's just turning, it's just making all it have to do. But when you start to push it on the road or the track, it doesn't matter. You can feel exactly what's happening. You can feel the turning. You can steer by the throttle, the rotation of the car mid-corner. The feeling is so great. This 4MATIC Plus drive we have here on the four wheels, it's so competitive. I mean, you just have as a driver trust it that it will work, and you just have to remember that you have to be on the throttle through the corner just to make it work. And when you do, it does perfectly. It's just such a car. I mean, it's almost to the point where you cannot really explore it, but when you try explore it, it's really fun. It's not synthetic, so it's not just like turning the wheel and hitting the gas. You can feel what's happening. You can also override it if you push too much, but it's very rewarding, it's very engaging, it's fun, and it's really fast. The third point I love about the CLA45 S is the power. I mean, you just can't ignore the fact that you have 421 horsepower to your disposal. I mean, this is the supercar level of performance, and you can feel it. And every speed, every corner, every time when you floor it, it just hits, and it just keep accelerating, and the surge of power is so enormous. There is some turbo lag at the beginning, but you will expect it in the such powerful big turbo car. But the power delivery is just exceptional, especially when you consider that it's still the little compact car. Yeah, mostly using that in the city routine daily. I mean, it's ridiculous, and it's quite fun. The fourth point, it's about the CLA, or this Mercedes-Benz user experience multimedia system as general, but you can also find it in the AMG Form. I just love it. I mean, the ease of use, the fact that you can control everything on the both displays you have in the car with your thumbs, it's just phenomenal. You can even set up the car for you with different things, different colors, different radio station. And when I use the car with my wife, when I share it with her, we can have separate profiles, and everyone can have different information, different sound settings and everything. On top of that, you have this cool feature with the voice control, which I find quite useful. I mean, I never liked the voice control. I always find it quite problematic, and you still get problems with the Mercedes here, but Most of the time, in terms of using your cell phone or navigation, you just say what you need and it does the job. And I think it's very, very cool. Just look, it can tell you a joke. Hi Mercedes, tell me a joke.
Why should you never eat a clock? It's too time consuming.
And last but not least is the fact that you get the hand-built engine. I mean, we are driving a small car, the smallest AMG, real AMG you can buy, and you still get the fully hand-built engine with the name of the one man that assembled it from the zero to the complete form. This is 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It's mounted reversed versus the normal CLA or the even 35 versions, and this is the engine that is just almost halfway between the normal usage car and the race cars, and the fact that it's being built on the very same line that the AMG used to build the V12 engine makes it even more cool. So yeah, this is not just another engine, and this is not another marketing point. It's really fact that someone built that motor for you, and that's what makes it the real AMG, not just another little car. To sum up, as you can tell by the video, I love the CLA as a model. I'm not so sure you will need the 45 version in this body, because I think the A-Class is way better choice if you are looking for the driving dynamics and fun. But as an even family car, it's great. It's really giving the fun, the power. It's lacking in the noise department, okay, but overall I think it's a great choice. I hope you find this video informative. You get some new information. I hope you enjoy it. If so, please hit the thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you didn't do it yet, for more dream drives in front of us. And see you soon on the next video. Bye.